My difference from the other girls is I never tried to be perfect. Rather, I remain as a learner every day, which makes me feel different from the others. That's all. Thank you.
Your question is, if you will be given a chance to do something outrageous for one day, what would it be and why? Again, if you will be given a chance to do something outrageous for one day, what would it be and why?
I will steal a money and give it to the poor. I will steal a money. Ako ihatag sa mga nangihanglan nga tao. I know, say na siya nga kanang ngawat ka o kwarta, pero at least imong gitabang sa tao nga nangihanglan. Thank you.
Candidate number 3, your question is from Naomi. If you wake up tomorrow and you will acquire the ability and quality of another person, what would it be and why? Again, if you wake up tomorrow and you will acquire the ability and quality for another person, what it would be and why?
What a great opportunity it is. For me, if I wake up tomorrow, the ability that I would prefer is having an ability to be happy at all times and in any situation, because as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, that the world today is full of negative things and thoughts. So it would really be so great if there is one person whose smile is telling you that you need to cheer up, whose smile is telling you that always remember that God is always there, whose smile is telling you that do not settle for less. As long as you have God, you can do all the things that you want to do. And I will never stop smiling as long as my heart smiles with me. That would be awesome.
Thank you so much. Okay, your question is from Riza. Where is Riza? Okay, candidate number 11. Okay, your question goes like this. Okay, listen guys, this is all for you as well. This is for all of us as well. What can you say about El Nino? Okay, what can you say about El Nino?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that El Nino is a natural phenomenon. It is a natural phenomenon where man's created also. It is where we all know that nowadays man destroys our Mother Earth, which is we abuse it, but because of us, we have also the chance to change it. The environment doesn't always remember that environment doesn't change us, but we must change us. It is our responsibility. For I believe that if I can promote the preservations of our natural resources, which can probably protect or address the El Nino, and you can also develop the preservations of our environment, and we have the chance to be united as one to forgive. We are united as one to address that sudden calamity. And that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, your question is from Ira. Okay, so i-change na to. Since siya may naghatag sa iyang kaugalingon, naka-pick sa iyang question na gihatag. Another question. Your question is from Trish. For sure, you're not Trish. Who is Trish? Okay, candidate number 1. Your question is, what are the qualities that you are most proud of? Again, what are the qualities that you are most proud of? Are you ready?
I'm proud of being confident. Even if this is just my first time, I'm just 13 years old.
I try of many people, but I do my best to be confident because God is guiding me. I just pray to God that this night I'll do my best to show all you, even if I'm just starting. I'm proud of being confident, and I think.
Is from Honey. You're not Honey, right? Honey is candidate number 3. So your question. In a perspective of your generation, okay? In a perspective of our generation, define happiness. Define happiness.
Okay, thank you so much for asking me such a very interesting question, sir. As we all know, we as different people, we have different perception and understanding over some things in life. For other people, happiness is when you achieve too much in life. Others define or measure happiness when you have too much cash in your pocket. But for me, in my humble opinion, happiness is when you are able to see the beauty in everything despite of whatever it is, regardless of whatever situation it is. It may be good or bad, because it doesn't mean happiness. It doesn't mean that you should have everything in life, that you have a good life. But when you're able to see that every situation with a silver lining and see where you can provide something, and once you can do something to make the situation better, and you're grateful, or you remain grateful regardless of what you have gone through, then you become genuinely happy, then that is the real essence of happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
From Reth or Rethi. Who's Rethi? Oh, okay. Your question is, what is your biggest contribution in your society? Okay. What is your biggest contribution in your society?
So thank you for that question. So my biggest contribution in my society is being a good role model to each and everyone. Because being acting is not easy to your siblings and to your family. And being acting is a very great experience in your life that never can experience to other, and that will be all. Thank you.
Your question is, if you could have one wish, what will you wish for? If you could have one wish, what will you wish for?
Okay, thank you. If I could have one wish, I will wish that people will forget about anger and hatred and will start learning about love and forgiveness, because when the power of love overcomes the love of power, then that's the time where the world will know peace. Thank you.
Your question is, if you, or for you rather, for you, what is the most crucial contemporary issue right now, and how do we solve it? Again, for you, what is the most crucial temporary issue right now, and how do we solve it? Are you ready?
So with the rise of the rape slave case of poor Christine Lee Silawan and the heinous crimes that involves women, the main concern of the social media, the main discussion they're talking about, and even in our dining tables, is the security and safety of women. Personally, I no longer find Cebu a very safe place. Therefore, I put forward that first, the government should put more police posts in shady areas. Second, young boys of today should be taught chivalry so that the next generation of women wouldn't suffer as much as we are now. And lastly, this goes out to all the women out there and young girls. Always be cautious of your surroundings. If possible, you should attend a self-defense class and always arm yourself with pepper spray or something that you could protect yourself, so that if push comes to shove, then you got it covered. Remember, Strong is the new beautiful. And I thank you.
Who is Cherry? Candidate number 9. Your question is, what do you should be? I'll just read this one, okay? What do you should be on the number 1 list in the platform of the candidates running for the 2019 election? What do you should be on the number 1 list in the platform of a candidate running for the 2019 election?
Good evening. I think that our community is facing a lot of issues nowadays, especially our own security. But I think if there's one thing that we must prioritize for our government officials, I think it would be the security of our biodiversity and environmental protection. Although I believe that everything must be prioritized, we must not be left behind. Not even a single one of us should be left behind. Everything should be taken care of by our government because we look up to them. They are elected for a reason, for a change in our society. But I also believe that change will not only happen for an overnight, and change cannot happen with one person only. Change will happen if all of us will work together for a bright and better future. Thank you.
Your question is from Ira. Okay, your question is, as a teenager of this modern day, how will you define beauty? As a teenager of this modern day, how will you define beauty?
As a teenager of today, I believe that beauty is acceptance. The moment you accept yourself, the moment you accept who you were, the moment you accept who you will be, and the moment you will accept your imperfections, your flaws, and everything, is the moment you become truly beautiful. Because I believe that you are who you are right now because of who you were and who you will be. Thank you so much.